Hello and welcome to another edition of Varsity Sports here on Educational Channel 15. Just the other day, we had the first soccer match of the season of the fall 2018 for our girls, the Lady Highlanders versus Waltham. And today, this afternoon, September 12th, here at Dilboy Stadium, we have the home opener for our boys. Welcome to the fall season, the start of a new school year. We are underway here at Dilboy Stadium in just a few moments on the official's whistle to play 80 minutes of soccer, two 40-minute halves, and off we go. The Highlanders, our boys, they are one of the top programs in the state of Massachusetts every year. Almost scoring there was Gustavo Mancia off of the header cross. And that's the kind of talent that you're going to see all season long. Educational Channel 15 will be bringing you the Highlander home matches here at Dilboy. Our boys lost a few people to graduation this past spring. They are still packed with talent, although we have a lot of newbies on the team, and we'll see how they do and how they gel in these first matches of the season. This is the home opener. However, they've already played 2 matches on the road. They went to Nauset Regional on Cape Cod. They lost by a score of 4-2, but never fear, Nauset Regional is also one of the top teams in the state every year. In the fall of 2016, they were state champions. So Nauset Regional, obviously, no slouch. And then in their second match at Revere, the Highlanders were victorious by a score of 3-1. This is a work in progress as far as how are the boys going to mesh, what kind of a fall is it going to be, can they be that same team, that same group of talented youngsters that we're used to seeing every fall who advance into the state tournament every fall. They are predicted to qualify. On board today, our cameraman and director, Mr. Bill Trudell. My name is Tim Cronin. Again, welcome to Educational Channel 15's broadcast of boys varsity soccer here at Dilboy Stadium, the home opener versus Danvers. Danvers in the white jerseys with the blue trunks. This is conference play, the Northeast Conference, both teams are a part of. Danvers, of course, is no slouch as an opponent. It's worth noting that the Danvers girls, the Lady Falcons, are the defending state champions. They were victorious last November in the Division II state final. It's kind of a credit to our league. Our girls play them 2 times a year. So congratulations to the Danvers girls. But here are our boys, set piece corner. And that looks like Gleason crossing from the corner. And Fernando Guerra wearing jersey number 10 with the header. And you can see number 19 there. That's Gleason de Sousa. Fine young man, very talented player. Number 20, Lucas Sargent, playing the left backer position. Is Roshan Durai, number 22, at the possession. And on the attack, Fernando, a little flip, and he scores. 1-0 Highlanders. So right away here, 4 minutes into play, Fernando puts it home, and he is our PTPer up front for sure. Primetime player, number 10. That's why he wears that jersey. 1-0. The Highlanders. Number 22, Roshan Durai, was able to get his foot on the ball there, and Fernando with the finish. You can see number 24, his name is Pedro Robson Olimpio. Welcome to the varsity, Pedro. And we remember number 9 from last year, good little player, Benjamin Lopez. Roshan now head up, and he will clear through. So this young man, Pedro Olimpio, number 24, he's playing that attack position up front. And the coaches think highly of him. Coaches Tiago Moreira and George Scarpelli running the show here for the Highlanders, as they've done for, oh, jeepers, I want to say the last 12 years now. Has it been 12 years yet?
Yeah, I think so.
It's, if not, it's getting pretty near there. And right away, our boys in control versus Danvers. And again, Danvers is no slouch. They are strong in the Northeast Conference year in and year out. They have a history in athletics, varsity athletics, and they're competitive, both girls and boys, in just about every discipline, every sport. And they were a good soccer team a year ago, and we will see if they can run with our boys. Roshan playing that ball down the right sideline. You can see number 16 on the right wing. We have him listed here as William Santos. However, my eyes must be fooling me, because that's not the William Santos I know. Nice little header there off the throw-in from Gustavo Santos, number 13. And our boys just commanding the pitch right now. There's Fernando in terrific shape. He's very fast, winning the race to the ball. You can see number 7. They call him Baby Figs. Alexis Figueroa. Our goalkeeper back there is Lance Rigo.
No, Dylan's racket.
Is that Dylan back there? Dylan's racket. Thank you, Chris. Dylan's racket. And that was Gustavo there trying to get his left leg on the ball. He will win the possession. Nice defending by Danvers. And he will leave it for his man, Roshan Durai. So Roshan looks like he's going to take that run from the track. I always say this, in the wet weather, rainy days, that track is slippery. The cross coming, what a throw. My goodness. Baby Figs on the shot, and this is what we're used to seeing, really. The team wearing the red uniform here, the home team for the boys, commanding play here at Dilboy. In past years, they've worn the white jerseys for home.
No rule.
And let me see, we have a possession here for Danvers. Looks like coaches want a substitution. We play on. And that is offside. And is that William Santos? I'm trying to tell, wearing jersey number 16. Danvers now putting the ball back into play. And it looks like our Highlanders will have a goal kick. And is that Milton Castro I'm seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Number 3. This is his 3rd year on the varsity, and unfortunately for Milton, he's had some injuries his first 2 years, but he's a terrific defender, speed, he has the height. He's very dependable back there. And we hope that he can stay healthy this season and he can have a big year for us. He is a key to success for this team. Number 13, we can see Gustavo Santos. And I don't know if you can get a close-up of him, Bill. Number 13 right at midfield. Very tall young man, looks very muscular. And this is exactly what we need. It's a little bit of height and a little bit of strength. And it looks like he has a lot of upper body strength, and he's going to add to this defensive effort for the Highlanders. We have a foul at midfield. Danvers trying to play quickly. The official not having it. Our Highlanders marking every man. Incoming. And nice job by the goalkeeper calling for the ball. And the goalkeeper is the commander. When that ball comes near or in the box, he'll decide who gets the ball and he'll give the direction. And he called for that. Nice job, Dylan. A little over the back there. So Danvers will play on. Most of the boys on the Danvers squad I'm seeing here, they're very similar hairstyles. The dyed blonde hair up top. You can hear the voice in the background of Coach George, making sure his boys are marking correctly, positioned correctly. This is a set piece for Danvers here. This ball is going to be dropped into the Highlander box. And it looks like we're ready to play on here as the referee has the boys set. There's a lot of vying for position before a set piece in the box. Very physical game, this sport. It's more physical than most people think. That ball is in the air and you have 2 opponents or more going after it. There's a lot of pushing, shoving, bumping. And on the run here. Nice attack there. Number 24 for the Highlanders. Pedro Olimpio again. Will he leave the ball? Nope, he's going to play it. Lucas Sargent tried to control that. There's Fernando with the touch. Gleason. So talented. Pedro now, Fernando now. He'll cross. Incoming! Oh my goodness. So close. Ben Lopez was there to try to finish. Also Pedro Olimpio there trying to finish. Beautiful cross, Fernando. Nice set. Good job, Gleason. The attack comes fast and furious, and it occurs in a split second from the Highlanders. 1 minute the ball, or 1 second the ball's at midfield, all of a sudden they're attacking your goal. They strike that fast. Milton. And here's number 11, Edwin Jimenez. Welcome back, Edwin. Left winger. And now the attack again. Is Gleason receiving the pass from Gustavo Santos. The cross, defended well there by Danvers, and they're going to have to do that nice defending all afternoon. Our Highlanders, they are ready here. They are absolutely on all cylinders right now. You can see the confidence. And here's Pedro Olimpio. Nice control of the ball. Roshan dropping it in. Ben, he scores! Oh, my goodness. And that's how to move the ball as a team around the pitch. And what a finish. 2-0 Highlanders. All Highlanders here. It's very, very important to remember, I mentioned at the outset that the Highlanders are 1-1. However, that first loss came to a very good team, and they had to travel to Cape Cod, Nauset Regional. It was a war, a tough match, and they lost 4-2. However, they beat Revere, and now they're leading 2-0 against Danvers. These are conference opponents, so this is huge. They're already 1-0 in the conference, and right now they're just putting it to Danvers in the first 15 minutes of play here. Hold on. Can see number 4 here. His name is Ashley Ventura. Is that right, Chris? I have 2 number 4s on the roster here. We have a Cole Baldwin, too, and these are both new members. But our Highlanders are just on all cylinders right now. And I can hear the Danvers coach chirping over there. I think that's assistant coach Jamie Kidney. The head coach is Pavel Bridgke. And here is Lucas Keary, number 12, sophomore. Lucas getting some play. He had a terrific freshman year playing some junior varsity and varsity as a freshman. And the Highlanders again on the attack here. It looks like Astley will inbounds the ball. Turn around, Lucas. And who do we have? Gustavo Mancia coming in, number 14. And Astley may play this ball down the line, or he'll leave it for Roshan. So watch Roshan here again on this inbounds. And it looks like he's going to go for the box here. He's going to take that running start. Incoming, and what a throw. My goodness. That's just like a corner kick with him inbouncing the ball in the offensive end.
I don't have a key to lock it. Doesn't shut. I mean, it's shut.
And with the shoe tie here, we'll have a restart in a few moments.
Okay, why don't you have the doughboy guys come up and lock it? Yeah.
So here we go.
No. I lowered them all anyways back to normal. They were completely down anyways, so like nothing.
Our Highlanders love to have first touch on an opponent's goal kick. There's Astley. Danvers will have possession. They have yet to form some sort of an attack on the Highlanders here. We have 22 minutes to go in the first half. Asley, he'll clear. Dylan's racket will let that cross the line, so we will have our goal kick. The rain, it looks like it has cleared. It's always nice when the rain stops. Looks like the sky is clearing at least a little bit. A little brighter out here than it was at the outset. And during warm-ups, it was raining. And here comes Danvers trying to form an attack here. So this is the most quality attack they've had so far, and that shot is just wide. Number 18 for the Danvers Falcons on the shot there was Kevin Jordan. Just not able to get his foot on the ball the way he'd like. Milton Castro now will do the honors on the goal kick. So the Highlanders, again, multiple touches consecutively. And nice pressure from Lucas there, forcing the turnover. So the Highlanders will go to work again. In the offensive end, Asley now. There's Lucas with the header across the middle. Lucas Sargent finding Gleason. Nice move. Oh, my goodness, what a move. The attempted cross defended well there by Danvers. Here's Fernando. Here's Lucas. Lucas Keary, that is. Ball played out. Substitutions again. And with the substitution now, our Highlanders will go back to work. And is this Sebastian coming into the game? Into the match, I should say. Number 2, Sebastian. Sebastian Lopez. His second year on the varsity. It's always nice, the coaches, every member of that bench who does not have an injury. And I believe they have a full roster here. Every member will get some playing time. We have approximately 25 players here on the roster. We have Jorge Garcia, and I believe, even though it says William Santos, I believe it's Jorge wearing jersey number 16. Gleason crosses. And there's Edwin Jimenez. Nice little touch on the ball there. Trying to hit that top left corner. Nice goalkeeping by the Danvers keeper. Ryan Overberg is his name. He's a sophomore between the pipes. Lucas playing that ball down the left side, and it looks like that will clear the out-of-bounds line. We're just under 17 minutes to go until halftime, and you can see the fast pace that the Highlanders set here. They train hard. Physically, they're in excellent shape. I know Coach George mentioned the other day, he mentioned a couple players who weren't the most fit right now, and let's hope they can get themselves all caught up to speed in this next week or two. Number 24 again, Pedro Olimpio, trying to create from that corner, ran out of space. So Danvers again with a goal kick, and watch the Highlanders here. They'll try to get first touch on the ball. They like to start their attacks right off of the opponent's goal kick, and there it is, 2 headers. Sebastian involved there. Pedro Olimpio trying to take a long shot there. Coach George having a little bit of a word with him. He wants the attacks to be conducted in an orderly fashion. And on the run again here. Here's Pedro again, and Danvers clogging up the front area of the box there very well. Nice little defensive shell, but they are down 2-0, our Highlanders. Again, in just full control. As this ball is cleared all the way down to the Danvers end, and I think that's going to be a throw-in for Danvers, not a goal kick. So they all have to come back to their own end, and they have to play from there. That's the difference between a goal kick and a throw-in here. Lucas Sargent. He'll just knock that ball away, playing it safe. I wasn't sure if he was going to pass that ball back to Dylan in goal. Dylan's racket. Pedro. Oh, turnover here. So you don't want to do that. You want your passes to be precise. Working out a little bit of the kinks here in the first few matches of the season. Number 8 for the Highlanders is Christopher Mancia, playing a little midfield there. And on the sideline there, waiting to sub in, we have Fernando Guerra and this young man, number 13, Gustavo Santos. We are under 13 minutes to go until halftime. Very exciting for the boys here. The first home match of the season. Regular season in Massachusetts. High school soccer starts the first week of September, and it goes right to Halloween, basically. It usually goes to about the last day of October. And then the month of November, we have the state tournament. Danvers now trying their hand at an attack here, and that ball will fade over the goal, the Highlander goal. Milton Castro putting that ball into play. Is Fernando getting up in the air, trying to get a header on there. Danvers again, some nice hustle here. That was Edwin Jimenez doing some nice work defensively there. How about Fernando in a foot race here, looking to take the ball off of his man? Did he win the corner? He did. And that is what speed does. It forces the opponent to do something with the ball that he does not want to do. And in this instance, it resulted in a corner kick for the Highlanders. This is an opportunity now. The left foot of Gustavo Mancia. He will strike this ball into the box. And how about Fernando again? He was the young man who just forced this corner kick for the Highlanders. Gustavo Mancia, his 4th year on the varsity. He lives and breathes the sport of international football, soccer. Roshan Durai, number 22 again. And he will toss this thing right into the box. Who's going to get up in the air for a header here? We have number 13, Santos. Gustavo Santos. He gets his foot on the ball here. Gustavo Mancia. He's trying to create. Oh, and he tried to turn the corner with the ball, tried to cross that or go top shelf. Under 10 minutes to go until halftime. 2-0 Highlanders. Danvers now trying to attack, and the Highlanders just make it so difficult. They're so fast. They get back defensively. They've mastered the art of taking the ball off of an opponent with one flick of a foot. And how about the way they receive and pass? Several touches consecutively. Now the attack. Gustavo Mancia there, working with Lucas Sargent now. That ball played through. Fernando is there. Pedro, he scores! Oh my goodness! How about, again, the passing and Pedro Olimpio with the finish. Lucas Sargent, Gustavo Mancia, Fernando Guerra, and resulting in Pedro with the final blow to the goal. Beautiful touch on the ball, by the way, as he just put that perfectly right under the crossbar. Goalkeeper had no chance. I actually feel sorry for the young man in goal. Ryan Overberg, he just had no chance. You were talking about just terrific passes, terrific touches on the ball, resulting in that shot. And this is what the Highlanders do. They move the ball so well, and then they strike. 3-0 is the score. We are under 8 minutes to go until halftime. And again, the luxury here, I've been talking about this for years for coaches Tiago and George, is they can put any combination of players in the match they want because they're in full control of their opponent. They can play everyone on the bench. Their third match of the season, first home match of the season, and this is just another day at the office right now for the Highlanders. Now we have a foul here. I believe it's on Lucas Sargent. So this is going to be an opportunity here for Danvers. Now let's see if they have some sort of a set play here. They will have 3 guys coming to the ball. Actually, 2 guys coming to the ball now. You can see number 23, Bill, there, closest to us. He is, well, he's the possible man to maybe receive a pass to the right side. Let's see what he does here. But these are set pieces, and many times these are set plays. This young man here, number 14, wish these numbers were listed in order, Kyle White. Let's see what he does. Will he just try to blast this on Dylan's racket, or will he run over the ball and leave it for someone else? There's many different little set plays that a coach can design here. And he puts that on the ground. Nice save, Dylan, but there's the rebound and the finish. And who is marking number 5? Daniel Rizito able to get the rebound. Dylan's racket making the save, the initial save. Ideally, you don't want to give up the rebound. You want to squash that. That's not easy to do, though. I mean, you have an opponent blasting that ball on net, and you have to get your body down on the ground. It's very difficult not to leave a rebound, and that's something that every goalkeeper, from the elementary level to the high school to the collegiate and beyond, all the goalkeepers work on that. Trying to possess the ball, not to leave a rebound for the opponent. Very, very difficult. Dylan again made that initial save. However, the score is 3-1 now. And that's what a foul inside your, within feet of your own goal, that's what a foul will cause. It gives the opponent the opportunity at a set piece, if well executed, which it was. That was a nice shot on goal because he put our keeper, Dylan, on the floor. And once you put your keeper, the opposing keeper, on the floor, any rebound or loose ball, you have a wide open goal. So well executed there by number 14, who actually took the shot. His name is Kyle White, one of the senior captains. And here's Gustavo now, set piece from the offensive left here, and he will drop this into the box. So watch out here. Opportunity knocking. Incoming. Live ball header, baby figs, just over the crossbar. So Alexis Figueroa almost, just barely missing.
Not my first rodeo, boss. I got you, big fella.
So we're under 4.5 minutes to go until halftime, and the Highlanders, baby figs, almost struck again. That ball played out of bounds. Lucas Sargent looks like he's going to leave the ball for Roshan. And we can see number 16, that is Jorge Garcia. That's not William Santos. So Jorge in there, very talented young man. I remember him as a freshman last year. There's a shot. How about Roshan again on the inbounds? He just tosses that thing a mile right into the box. And he is setting up, every time he does that, he sets up a scoring opportunity for the Highlanders, and they almost struck right there. Wow. So close. Even though Danvers scored a moment ago, the Highlanders just in full control here. Clearly in this first half, the superior team. And We expect a strong effort to continue in the second half. There's Milton, Lucas. He has Gleason. See what he does here. Ball played through. Fernando, is he onside? He is. He shoots, and he scores. Wow, what a ball from Lucas Sargent. He was able to put that ball right down the middle. Fernando receives, controls, and he bangs it to that spot on the goal where the goalkeeper doesn't have a chance. 4-1 Highlanders. What talent. And how about this young man, number 20, Lucas Sargent, your left backer? Has he developed or what? I remember when he was just a freshman, kind of at times coming in at the end of matches, trying to get some experience, some playing time, and he has really shown himself to be a regular defender for the Highlanders. And what touch he has had on the ball this first half. He has made some brilliant passes to the attackers up front. This is extremely pleasing to see that this Highlander team, they are more than capable of going on all cylinders. Again, Danvers, a very worthy opponent here in the Northeast Conference. And we are under 2 minutes to go. Until halftime. 4-1 Highlanders, and they are just, and here comes Roshan again. Here comes that inbounds. Incoming. And the goalkeeper there, Overberg, was able to get on the ball, but he couldn't possess it, and he almost turned the ball over to the Highlanders for another goal. But Roshan Durai on the inbounds, what a weapon. This going back to last year, he was doing this. We look at number 16 again, Jorge Garcia. I would love to see him get some touches on the ball. He hasn't had many touches this first half, and he is a player. He is very talented. It's a long afternoon here, and it's only really just going to be halftime here for Danvers in a few moments. Down 4-1, and they are just having trouble keeping up with the Highlanders right now. Fernando, Roshan, Gustavo. And that is halftime, 4-1. The Highlanders in full command, Educational Channel 15. The same type of effort is expected by the Highlanders in the second half here. They're in full control of the match. We look for multiple touches, controlling the ball, moving the ball, not necessarily so much scoring more goals, although they'll probably come, but controlling the pace and possessing the ball for long stretches. Again, consecutive touches. 4-1 is the score. And a little give and go here. Pedro and Gustavo. This is the process of the team gelling, coming together, knowing where your teammate is going to be, knowing what position your teammate is going to be in, and where he wants the ball, and where he's going to be next after he touches the ball. A little turnover there. They will clean that up for sure. Come October, you will not see the miscues so much. Because again, they're just learning each other. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Learning each other as teammates, learning exactly what the strengths and weaknesses are. of each other. Danvers, on the other hand, trying to figure something out here.
Not even in bounds. He's out of bounds.
Like just about every opponent, that's an illegal inbound. Our statistician just picked up on that, so it looks like this will be a turnover because of the illegal throw-in. Roshan will maybe drop this ball back. Nope, he's going right down the sideline. George letting Roshan know that that inbounds effort could be improved from the sideline there. And again, this is what we strive for, lessen the mistakes. And what a feed, and that is offside, however. Nice thought, though, very nice thought. Trying to thread the needle to Pedro there. Gustavo, little catch there with Roshan. He drops the ball inside. Benjamin is there. Edwin is there. Big number 13. Gustavo right there. Gustavo Santos. Here's Ben Lopez now. Danvers trying to slow down the Highlanders at midfield here. Never give up. Danvers again doing a nice job thwarting that Highlander attack there. And you saw that little possession there by Alexis Figueroa. And I think that he was trying to figure out where his teammate Roshan was going to be. And this is just another example of they will learn each other's tendencies as teammates as far as where your teammate is going to be, and they'll work on their communication, and they will have that all cleaned up. This is sort of the learning process. You have a bunch of new players. Although very talented, you still have to learn each other. But you have to like what Danvers is doing here at midfield. They kind of put a stake down at midfield. They've made a conscious decision to make that effort to if you will, try to close down the Highlander attack at midfield. And this is number 14, Kyle White here with the set piece. We'll see where he goes with this. I imagine this is going to come flying toward Dylan Zracket in goal. Incoming. Defended well there. Santos, Gustavo Santos with the header. And the official right on top of things there with some physicality. Milton Castro will put the ball back into play. This team, this Highlander team, looks like they have all the potential in the world. And Gustavo Mancia will take a break. Here's Gleason de Sousa. Excuse me. Number 19, Gleason de Sousa. Nice feed to Pedro here. And again, Danvers at midfield trying to shut down that sort of attack that the Highlanders like to begin there. They like to begin their attacks at midfield with the midfielders. And Alexis Figueroa warding off his man with the help of Milton. Nice speed, guys. Goal kick for the Highlanders. They won that ball, won that goal kick. 33 minutes to go in this match, and if you're a Danvers player, oh my goodness, we have to chase these guys for over a half an hour more. But again, credit Danvers. In the first 7 minutes of the second half, they've really done a much better job shutting down, or at least trying to close down that attack from the Highlanders. Made some nice adjustments, coach. Pavel Britschke and Jamie Kidney, the Danvers Brain Trust, on the sideline. Milton there, sending that ball into the stands. Oh, nice move here. Number 18 of Danvers. Give the credit where it's due for sure. Kevin Jordan, another senior captain. A little trickery with his feet, trying to create. And again, Danvers winning a set piece here. This is number 18, Kevin Jordan again. And we will see what they have cooking here. It looks like 3 guys. Now down to just Kevin Jordan. So will he blast away? Coach George telling the keeper to get ready, get in position here. And incoming. On the ground, and that is just wide. But that is not a bad touch at all, as he almost had Dylan beat there. So you have to give Danvers credit for their offensive set pieces when they have an opportunity. They've really done well. That was a close call. Sending that ball forward, is Gleason. And number 24, Pedro Olimpio, is just dying to get another shot at goal here. Our attacker. And we have some incidental contact, and now some words exchanged a little bit. Number 17 didn't like the shot he took. Robert Benavides, excuse me, wrong roster. Number 17, Jaden Gillis of Danvers, not really appreciating the hello he received from Baby Figs there. But again, it was incidental contact. Here's a set piece. Jordan crossing that ball. And right there, Benjamin clearing that out of bounds. Substitution Danvers. So the throw in for them, they have not given up at all here. They are still willing to try to make this a match. Nice move by Jordan. He'll shoot, and deflecting off of the back of Milton there. And if Milton didn't get his back in the way there, that may have gone right to the goal. There was a real opening in the goal there. Milton just may have saved that, saved a goal. So Danvers again knocking on the door here. Corner kick, just under 29 minutes to go in this match. Incoming on the corner. Baby Figs right there. The header. Dillon there. And possession Highlanders. Of course, the Danvers players are saying that now we have a little discussion, and it is a goal kick for the Highlanders. Danvers players do not like it at all. More substitutions here, both teams. Roshan and Gleedson taking a break. You have Jorge back in the match, number 4 for the Highlanders. Asley. There's that lead ball there. On the attack here, the Highlanders. Nice ball. Pedro, he tried to cross. So the Highlanders will go to work here on the sideline. Asley will inbound. And he'll take that running start. Again, credit Danvers here. Ball is cleared. Here's a foot race. You're not going to beat Milton to the ball for sure. Oh, nice hustle by the Danvers attacker there. Number 10, Sharak Ayamaga. And he has created the opportunity versus Milton for the corner kick. So credit him. And Danvers again, corner kick. Incoming, Milton there with the header. Danvers possession on the sideline. And here's Pedro Olimpio. Fernando, what a pass to Fernando from Pedro. However, nice hustle back by the Danvers defenders. Danvers again doing a nice job there. There's a foul. Things are getting a little physical here. Danvers really stepping up this second half, much improved from the first half. And this is something coaches Tiago and George will talk about with the boys, that we do not want our opponents, even if we have a big lead, we do not want our opponents all of a sudden finding their manhood in the second half and all of a sudden coming out with this unbelievable amount of confidence. As I mentioned, the same sort of effort and hustle and level of control of the match is expected. Milton will clear. 24.5 minutes to go in this match. Danvers just dying to score again. And there's Jorge trying to work with Lucas Keary here. Lucas feeding Ben. And again, Danvers clogging the middle. Nice adjustment by the Danvers coaches. Is Pedro Olimpio. See what he has cooking now. He'll feed the ball to Jorge. Lucas Keary. Oh, he just couldn't receive that ball the way he wanted. And there's that slippery track, very dangerous when it's wet. And I feel kind of bad for that young man there, Sharak Ayamaga. He took it hard on that track, and that's tough. A little safety hazard here at Tilboy, I think, when it gets wet. There's Pedro, nice move. He shoots and he puts it in the far corner. Oh my goodness, excuse me, Fernando Guerra. A little move around his man to get the open shot, and the goalkeeper, Overberg, just beat to the corner on that shot. 5-1 is the score, and a timeout is called, but what a move and shot by Fernando. There is just no stopping this team. Yeah. So we are at 23 minutes to go in this match. The Highlanders clearly have the victory here, but you want to finish, you want to end well. You are expected to play for 80 minutes and not 57 minutes. So with these last 23 minutes, it is expected. Full effort.
7.
Fernando now. He'll feed Asley there. Yeah, Fernando Guerra. Lucas Sargent stepping up there. Here's Jorge. Jorge, nice lead ball down the line. Possession, Danvers. Lucas again trying to create there. Danvers clogging that middle as usual. Milton Castro running that ball down. So the Highlanders will have possession at midfield. The Highlanders will leave the pitch this afternoon with a 2-1 record on the season, but a 2-0 record in conference, Northeast Conference. And they are just skating on all cylinders. They just have to get to know each other a little bit better as soccer teammates. They all know each other very well. They're all friends. But they have to get to know each other as teammates. Again, like I mentioned before, tendencies, strengths, weaknesses. Danvers trying to create. This Friday, in just 48 hours here at Tilboy, our Highlander boys, this same team, will be hosting Swampscott in Northeast Conference action. So another conference match in 48 hours. And this is Milton Castro down, and boy, he's always been injury prone. This is his third year again on the varsity, and it looks like he's in some pain here. And unfortunately, I think it's more of a constant re-aggravation of the same injury. And let's just hope he's okay here. He's a huge part of their team. They need him back there at the sweeper position, especially come Halloween when we're getting ready for the state tournament. This is not something you want to see on September 12th in season. Let's just hope he can see how he walks here. But he's obviously finished for the afternoon. And, yeah, that's not something you want to see. I just hope he can get some rehab going and see if he can get back. When you have a chronic injury like he does, these wet days on the pitch were kind of rainy. Your body takes a lot of slips. It does a lot more work than you think it does, and when your feet go out from under you, things can twist and turn, knees and ankles in any direction. We just hope he's going to be all right. That's a key part of the puzzle here for Highlander soccer. A very, very good day for the Highlanders from a win-loss standpoint, but that's not the way you want this match to end. You can't have a key player like this. We'll have to get a report on him sometime before the weekend. We are just under 20 minutes to go here, and this is really bad news if it's a major injury. Danvers trying to do something, trying to concoct, if you will, some sort of an attack. And on the attack here, the Highlanders again. Here's Fernando from that left side. He'll make his move. The attempted cross is blocked. Loose ball. Danvers on top of it, and they will clear. But the Highlanders will retain possession. Ball play down the sideline. Gustavo Mancia, his shot is blocked. Fernando tried to create. Again, Danvers, nice job defensively. Lucas Kiri will be called offside. Nice effort, though. Nice thought. 18 minutes to go, approximately, in this match. And, boy, I had such a good feeling about the Highlanders up until that injury with Milton a moment ago. I just hope it doesn't ruin a good day. Nice touches here by the Highlanders, multiple touches, moving the ball well, incoming, and that's an offside. That's Pedro Olimpio trying to set himself up. Lucas is fouled from behind. He was in the air, too. That might be a verbal warning anyway, if not a card. See what the official does here. Definitely going to have a chat with him. And usually the message here when you have a chat with a young man who just did that is, you do it again, you're going to get it. You will receive a card, excuse me. Baby Figs dropping this ball in. Danvers there, nice defending by them. They clear. Baby Figs tried to thread that to Fernando there. I saw the thought, but a turnover. And Danvers now on the run. And this will, I believe it's a corner kick for Danvers. So they will set up here with 16 minutes to go. Incoming, and the header just not on goal. Nice effort there. A little bit distracted here in the booth as I'm trying to, Bill, I'm trying to see the Highlander bench there. Milton is sitting on the end of the bench. He just stood up. He's walking. And is he coming back in? My goodness, he looked like he could hardly move a moment ago, and I think he's jogging now. You can see number 3 in the background, Bill. So that's good news. It looks like he has a little bounce in his step. He couldn't even walk a moment ago. We in the booth are a little bit baffled here, but hey, maybe it's not bad news. My goodness. I think he was just told to sit down, but boy. It's still the fact that he was just hopping and jogging around there. He's definitely going to have to rehab that ice and heat and rest. And I don't know if we'll see him Friday. We'll have to wait and see. Again, they have Swampscott, host Swampscott here 48 hours from now. That match will take place on Friday afternoon, the 14th of September, 4 p.m. Roshan, incoming, right in the box. He launches that ball. Sebastian with the touch there. Gustavo. Sebastian and Gustavo, they basically grew up together at East Somerville Community School playing soccer, as well as Fernando. Baby Figs back there. Jorge, he can handle the ball very well. He's very definitely skilled. He's a sophomore. Here comes, yeah, I know. He just has the wrong jersey on. We're talking about, folks, we're talking about Jorge here wearing jersey number 16, just coming off for Gleason. Gleason back in the match. Gleason, nice cross. Oh, my goodness. And that was, who was that who tried to get the header on the ball? We have a number on that. That was Fernando trying to get the header on the ball. And boy, oh boy, he's young man. He's only a freshman. And Danvers now trying to create. And you really, again, have to give Danvers a lot of credit. They have been just running the whole match, not giving up at all. They just don't have the horses that the Highlanders have. But the effort and the heart, they have all of it, all of the above there. Play down the sideline. Roshan is there. A lot of pushing and shoving. Roshan, nice job warding off his man. More substitutions, and again, everyone on the bench has played. You'll see some not very familiar faces. Some of the young freshmen might get an opportunity here to play. But, wow. Just a great, great effort for the Highlanders. We thought it was we thought it turned out to be kind of a tragic day, but it seems that Milton, though he still needs to rehab that, he looks like he's going to be okay for now. Fermin Miguel, number 15, is in the match. Welcome to varsity boys soccer for Somerville High School. Fermin, I talk about this every year, just to make this team, the competition and the amount of boys who come to camp in August, who compete to try to earn a place on this team, it's very difficult. You can talk about wins and losses on the schedule, but it's an accomplishment just to make this team. And when you think of some of the freshmen who earn their way, and we have four-year players, we have seniors on the squad who've been on this varsity since they were a freshman. It's very difficult feat to accomplish, to play 4 years of varsity soccer on the varsity boys team here at Somerville High School. Just making the team, no matter what year you are, is an accomplishment. But to play for 4 years on the big team, you're talking about one of the best programs in the state of Massachusetts. They are in the top 10 virtually every year. They had a couple of rebuild years 4 years ago. And here's Jorge trying to create 1-on-3 here. He's defended well, but he is one of those players. He can fool you. He can do anything he wants with the ball at a given moment. Ball is crossed. Jorge again. He'll leave it for Gleason, who will shoot. Just not able to get all the foot he wanted on that. Under 9 minutes to go in this match. And number 23 for the Highlanders is Jose Lopez. Jose showing some touch on the ball. And Danvers, they still chase. They still run at full speed. It is just a monumental task for them to run with this group from Somerville for 80 minutes. Just imagine how many miles these boys have logged today. They, of course, love the game. Jorge now. He'll play that down the right side. He tried to find Gleason, and that was almost a beautiful setup there. Nice ball. Oh, what a pass from number 8. Daniel Reese. He found his man on the left winger there. Lucas Sargent. This ball is crossed through. Number 4 there. Asley And that was a nice effort on goal as Dylan's racket was stretched and he was put to the floor again, just missing wide. And Danvers has a corner kick. Nice cross there off the corner. Danvers playing some underclassmen themselves. We have an offside called by the official, so Highlanders will take over with 6 minutes to go in the match. 5-1 is your score, and Educational Channel 15 so pleased to be bringing you this action. We will certainly have to check this coming Monday, the Boston Globe, for some Massachusetts high school boys rankings in soccer, and see the Highlanders took a loss on their first match at Nauset Regional in Orleans. But a couple of league, if you will, conference wins here. Swampscott Friday. They can take care of business this week. They will be in full control again of the Northeast Conference in their second year as a member. Under 5 minutes to go in the match. So Danvers now trying to get the ball out of their own end. Nice job on the break for them. The Highlanders always making it difficult. We are in season. School has started. The fall athletic season has started. All of the teams have played. Girls volleyball, football team, both soccer teams. And we are on here. First home game for the Highlanders, I believe, in football. Not this weekend, but the next weekend. Educational Channel 15 will be bringing you that. And that will be a week from Friday. There's a shot. Bang. Wow. And how about that? The ball movement, the passing, and Christopher Mancia, number 8, just blasted that. Wow. What a shot. 6-1 is the score. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go, and you had a whole host of characters out there moving the ball around very nicely. You had Fermin, number 15. You had Gleason involved. You had number 23, Jose Lopez. And it looks like Malik Desson, number 28, in the match. Welcome, Malik. And we are at 2.5 minutes to go in this match. And just a pounding of Danvers, but Danvers played like champions today. The heart and the effort. Great, great job. Great performance by the Highlanders. Great effort by Danvers. Swampscott, Friday afternoon, and a little less than 48 hours from now. Again, another Northeast Conference match. It's always nice to start the season off, as Coach George says, against a high-powered soccer team that is Nauset Regional, and that was their first match. They lost 4-2, but now they're 2-1, and we look for improvement every match now as the boys come together. Bill Trudell, great job today, directing and bringing you these pictures. Wonder how much time the referee has here on his watch. And the Highlanders, again, multiple touches. They move the ball so well. A lot of underclassmen on the pitch right now for the Highlanders. And that will do it. 6-1 is the final. Again, it has been a pleasure, and we will see you then.